Good to see you, J.K. Simmons.
And you, Richard Eisen.
Right back at you, man. All right. Do we talk about the elephant in the room, or do we talk about...
You mean the mini helmet in the room?
Well, I mean, you know, that mini helmet's always there. It's the Michigan helmet. And again...
Which, by the way, all my OSU buddies and I one of our nicknames for your team, besides TUN...
Yes, the school up north.
Yeah.
Right.
Team up north.
Right.
Is Stupid Helmets.
Stupid helmets.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? Is that a wolf? Does that somehow represent a Wolverine?
Well, you know, I think it's a thing of beauty. I think it is something that speaks to class, elegance, and also a winning tradition is what that looks like. But we could go back and forth. I mean, what the hell is a Buckeye?
Right? A Buckeye is a poisonous nut. I mean, it's pretty
Brutus.
clear.
I mean, Brutus. I mean, that is
Brutus is a stud.
He's a stud. Yeah. I would think he looks like a freak.
Well,
he's a big head freak.
He's a dork stud.
All right. So where are you on a level of 1 to 10 concerned?
Oh, I'm concerned. Yeah, I mean, always concerned, you know, and more concerned when we're a favorite, which apparently we are. I don't understand. I mean, you know, it's another week away. We have to trounce Maryland first, and I forget what hapless team you guys played. Indiana. They can move the ball.
They can.
Yeah.
I know. That's one of those things. It's a Michigan home game. You know, you never know when you've got 18 to 21-year-olds looking across the steering wheel.
Although your defense, I think we'll be fine. We'll be facing each other with one loss each, and I honestly think this is the year that you guys take out 2 decades of frustration.
Excuse me. It's not 2 decades. It's not. It's not.
Okay,
2
decades. Starting with Trussell,
right?
And then the one interim year doesn't count, and then the Urban era.
The 1 year.
It's been pretty fun for quite a while.
I know it has, and that's why I don't want to hear it from people who are like, "This is your year. This is your year."
This is your year.
No. That's why I don't, because I just know whatever is ailing the offense, and there's a lot, and whatever is ailing the front seven or the linebackers or the back seven, let's put the back seven, all right, that's going to magically go away in time for kickoff, noon Eastern on the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
You could argue that Michigan State had a pretty hapless offense, but I mean that's the best our defense has looked all year. I mean, our linebackers look like Ohio State linebackers, really, kind of for the first time
all year.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I think what's happened, if we can have like a serious nonpartisan, even though that's nothing to do with the front runner conversation, but to me, it seems that Nick Bosa saying I'm not coming back was something that affected, and I'm not saying this just to troll, I really believe it, affected Ohio State this year.
Yeah, I mean, the injury, in the first place, obviously,
right.
you know, I mean, he's arguably the best player in college football.
He's going to be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft.
You would think. Yeah.
I think that's exactly who the Raiders are tanking for right now, quite honestly.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I really believe it.
Oh, man. He'll be a Raider. I mean, that's basically the NFL teams, as you know. I basically root for NFL teams based on how many Buckeyes they have. So I'm a big New Orleans fan right now.
And the Los Angeles Chargers with Joey Bosa coming back.
Yeah.
But no, New Orleans, the entire secondary is Ohio State.
Yeah. And Michael Thomas, the best receiver in football. I mean, it's ridiculous.
You can make that argument.
Yeah.
But Nick Bosa saying I'm not coming back, I think took a little bit of wind.
Which, I mean, you can't really argue with that choice. I mean, he could have come back probably for, the game. But he's got a lot on the line.
J.K. Simmons here on the Rich Eisen Show. Do you think this is Urban's last year? There's a lot of talk about that. There's a ton of chatter.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
But just your gut feeling. No, I don't know. I don't know either. I mean, nobody knows, but there's just...
I don't think so. I think we can be so good next year. I mean, we're losing a lot of great receivers and 60% of the O-line, but we're basically a really young team. I feel like going into this year, I felt like we were a year away from competing for a national championship. Mm-hmm. So I would, for a number of reasons, I would be surprised if he walked away now, and I hope he doesn't.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.